Alright YouTube, this is Big Jerem's Garage. This is going to be more of a follow-up video. The video just before this one, I was cleaning the carburetors on this Kawasaki 700. I didn't know if that was going to fix the problem or not. It's March 17th, and probably back before Christmas this past year, this four-wheeler started having a loud popping noise. It was more on deceleration, so I mean, sitting here with it running, it would pop. But it was more noticeable whenever I would be whenever I let off the gas, whenever I would decelerate. Giving it throttle and going faster, the thing would run fine. But as soon as I let off the gas, it would start having a bad backfire. Looking on some forums and stuff on the internet, I first started thinking maybe the valves needed to be adjusted. I wasn't exactly sure because a lot of people said the same problem was fixed on theirs by adjusting the valves. So a mechanic near my house, I asked him what he would charge or to check it out and what he thought it was, and I told him, ask him if he thought it was carburetor or valves needed to be adjusting, and he said that he was pretty much sure it was probably just the carburetors needed to be cleaned. So I bought the sync tool. That's one of my videos, the dual carburetor syncing tool, which I haven't actually even used yet. But what I did in the previous video to this one, if you go back and watch, I cleaned the carburetor. And I was kind of worried because when I got the carburetor loose from underneath this cover here and underneath the airbox, I really didn't want to take the throttle apart and take the choke apart and all that, so I tried cleaning it while it was still on the bike. I pulled out the jets, and there's the little jets, the skinny ones. I'm thinking it might be the pilot jets, and you can go back and see what I'm talking about. They were a little dirty on the inside, so I was hoping that was the problem. I sprayed through the carburetors, cleaned out the jets. So what I'm going to do now is I've been running a little bit, as you can see. It's a little wet this morning, a little bit of a dew on the ground, or whatever you want to call it. But I'll go ahead and start it up so we can show you. Alright, so it is a little warm. It's I just took it down the field, across the field and back, just to see, make sure I hooked everything back up right on the carburetor, because it's a lot of different vent hoses and different stuff going to the carburetor. So now before I worked on it, at this point it would be a popping noise just sitting here, especially once it was warmed up. At first, when it was cold before, it wouldn't pop as much, but so that's good, it's not popping now. And I'll ride around a little bit, and sorry I don't have my helmet cam hooked onto me. I'm just using the camera that I'm holding, so it might be a little loud or a little wiggling around, but I'll try to hold it still. But mainly this is just so we can see if it's popping. So right there, when I decelerated, it would have popped before. Same thing. So it pretty much sounds like it did before it started having that issue. So I believe, I'm pretty confident that cleaning the carburetor did solve the problem. Or at least I hope it did. I hope it solved the problem. I had gotten into a bad habit of doing regular gas, and so now I've got premium that I just put into it. And also there was a what is it, Startron, let's see here, what's this stuff called? I think it's called Startron fuel treatment. They had it at Napa. My cousin, who's on his way here now, when he got his bike worked on, the mechanic said this is the stuff that he likes. It's like $12 for this little bottle at Napa, and it's supposed to last, this is what treats 128 gallons. of gas. So I mixed that in it so the gas will stay a little bit better, hopefully, when I'm not driving the thing. And I also added a little bit of a Tektron fuel system cleaner. Not a whole lot, just a little bit to that can, just so maybe I can clean things out, and maybe the gas will stay a little bit stable from now until the next time we get down here to ride. So I'm going to be riding this today. I'll probably get some video at some point of riding it. Some people might be getting tired of the same old videos down here at the farm, so I'll see if I can come up with something new. But we'll see. See how it does. Hopefully after I ride it for a while it doesn't start popping again, but if this would have been last time we were here, it would have been popping by now. And if you go back and watch some of my older videos from maybe December or January, there's one in particular, the 11-year-old Rex four-wheeler and survives. That video, I'm following my cousin's son on his four-wheeler, and he flips over at the end, but the whole time you can hear, every time I slow down in the corners around the field, the thing starts to pop really loud. And at that time, I might have even put in there one of the little pop-up things that valves needed to be adjusting, or carburetor, something like that. But anyway, it looks like the carburetor might have done it. If you want to see how I clean the carburetor, it probably wasn't the best method, but it seems to have worked. Actually, it's not shown in the video, and I wish I would have had the video rolling the whole time I was cleaning the carburetor, because when I was spraying some cleaner into the carburetor, the stuff shot back and got me right in the eye, and I thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room. But and I even had it covered up with a rag when I was spraying, but it still got through, or slipped out and got me in the eye. And spent about a good half an hour rinsing it out. And luckily I got my vision back. It was pretty blurry there for a little while, but I guess that's what I get for being stupid sometimes. But anyway, thanks for watching Big Drum's Garage. Update to the popping noise the four-wheeler was making. That seems to be fixed. Subscribe, rate, comment. Good or bad comments, it doesn't matter to me really. But comments are good. And tonight VCU, my alma mater, plays Indiana, second rounds of the NCAA tournament. So check that out if you watch this today. But go Rams.